Hello viewers and welcome back to Obduction. This is your wonderful host bRanN, and oh my gosh, did we just get a graphical update. So apparently, and don't ask me, settings, resolution scale. Now it's set back to 100. I'd put it up to 200 and applied. It was set to 0. It's probably defaulting to 100 for my computer, which is fine. Everything's clear. That kind of like that weird blur. Everything's also a little slower, but it's still 30 frames per second most of the time. And so we can see clearly now. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Maybe Sid wants to be helpful. Probably doesn't.
You ain't planning to be useful.
Dude, I am.
At least be so kind as to keep from wasting my time.
Could you give me the code for the tower? You're not going to give me the code for the tower? You're just going to be mad at me? What a little baby. So if we look at this, just as an example, we can read it. It's readable. So this is the log. This is their dating system. Topped off charge. Bleeder switched on. Bleeder completed. For some reason, this isn't going. So that's a thing we gotta solve. So Ambassador Suite, swap machine functionality. Radius of swap spheres defined at first swap. Yeah, we looked at this briefly. Small battery added. So we've seen these now. So now we know what these are. Voila, swapping on demand. So they took these seeds that kind of had a natural ability and they modified them. Dimensional projector. 7-volt communication. Radio transmitter speaker. Not sure why I tried this. Farley claims it's related to some desire of mine to shoot everything at everything else. What's that? Odd side effect. Projection intersecting any part of cell wall suppresses all transport. Come on, just squeeze through there. It's not hard. It's climb over it. Grab this and pull it. Darn. Viewers, you knew it would come to this eventually. I had to look something up. Now, I don't actually have the answer. I just now know how to get the answer. So now that we can see our books and notepads and such and so on and so forth, we're going to take a look at the one about language. And in here, there should be something about letters to numbers, and there's not. That's cool. Okay, well, I don't see the thing that's supposed to be the clue to what I need. So we found the journal entry, and the journal entry says, Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. I also had him change the upper tower access code. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor, Luther Roscoe. And it's clear that that code next to the rotary dial, the phone-like device, is going to be what gives power to the elevator, which we need to get underneath the tree, which we need to do for some reason. Because as CW points out, you're not going to believe me. It's going to sound crazy. The other clue we get to something, no reason to think it's related, is the back of this says Texas. And if we look at this, it says Roscoe. Luther Roscoe. Roscoe, Texas. Okay, so now we know Texas is a clue to that dial pad. But how could Texas be a clue to that dial pad? Here's a hint. It's a license plate. Where else have we seen license plates? In the garage. Okay, so that's the part. That's the part I'm stuck on. That's the part I didn't connect. And I think in part because that box originally, when I was looking at it, I didn't see it clearly. I didn't have the clear text. And if I did, then I just didn't think about it. But that's my excuse. So I didn't see that it said Roscoe. And then so one of these is going to be Texas. Yeah, I see it. Just make sure it's not a different one. The problem with this, of course, is 7932. Is that all we have to enter? See, some of these have letters, and so you're supposed to be able to convert the letters to numbers. And there's supposed to be a clue that tells you how to do that. That guy is freaky. And I don't see it. Luther, I need a 5-digit code, please. I figured out the clue. It's not a paper. It's not a paper that says A equals this, B equals that. There is... It's a phone. It's a phone up there, right? ABC is 1. ABC, EFG, HHA, etc. All the numbers. Yeah, so what are our 2 letters? P and V. Well, we can get one of those from here easily. P is 7. And V, I'll just have to look up on a phone, I guess. Okay, if I think about all that logically, and I take into account that the clues were kind of next to each other in a similar room, and it didn't require me to run around like a crazy man, and so also understanding kind of the mental think-through of the game itself, kind of how they expect you to think through things. I think we can do this. I think, but let's have a counter for, what will we call it? Had to resort to cheating. No. Searched for hints. That's a little nicer way of putting it. There you go. And we'll put that at 2. Since I did get a little help for the numbering system too, I actually didn't end up using any specific information. And even for the second time that I searched for hints, I kind of figured out how we were supposed to figure it out, at least. So I told you I'd read some of the journals and kind of summarize them for you. The one in the mayor's office is they were having meetings every day. Everybody was kind of panicked, scared, but they also didn't want to keep having meetings every dang day. So then he switched to every other day. At one point, people stopped showing up for those. And then eventually everything got switched to, we'll just meet as needed. But that kind of illustrates their mindset, right? They're really desperately trying to hang on as much as possible to their organization, to their civilization, how they have things set up, and you know, that sort of thing. But at the same time, it's like, we don't have time for this. We need to prepare. It sounds like they built some weapons. They twisted some technology. So if the Mofang. If the Mofang were messing with them, if they tried to shoot something through the barrier, it would just like bounce back. And then they locked themselves, called it chambering. Also took a lot of the historical documents, locked those up. I don't know if they're all in there where CW is, or if something happened and they didn't get in there, or if something happened and they got torn out and he was the only one that survived, or they just left him. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. Now I'm going to have to remember my rotary layout, which, how would you? Well, let's do this. Is it going to put a number? It is. Okay, so that's 1. It goes to 9, and then this will be 0, right? Except now I need to reset it. All right, 6 digits. Perfect. So we got 7, 8, 7, 9, 3, and 2. Oh, yeah. And then we can call this guy. And And then we can go down to the tree. And also apparently the mayor's bedroom. Worksheet multipurpose, Vilene control panel interface. Yeah, this is the same worksheet that was upstairs. It's partially filled out. I guess that's like if you're really having trouble with the number system. Oh, yeah, this would kind of help you figure it out, because I figured it out by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, recognizing that it's base 4, kind of decoding it, looking for patterns, which is really the hard way to do it. But you didn't have to do that. See, all we had to do was draw the 15 shape and press the button, and it gives us a number. We didn't have to figure it out right then. And then this worksheet would have helped give us some more clues as to how it actually works. And then maybe figuring it out wouldn't have been such a labor. Oh, can we please tell me we can? Yes. There's no record there, is there? Oh, there is. Come on. Interesting. This is the music of my people. I don't know what accent that was. Don't ask me. Well, I really want to badly continue, but I so much don't know. Ooh. Nice. Thank you so much for watching. This has, of course, been bRanN, and I'll see you next video.